Hey everybody, we're in for a full body mat Pilates workout with optional ankle and wrist weights. We have a special focus on core and lower back, and we'll start on the mat on our backs. So get yourselves ready on your backs. The feet are hip width apart, knees up to the ceiling, arms on either side of the body. Just take a moment to settle in and feel the body touching the mat, pressing down into the floor. Feel the surfaces that are actually touching down, like the feet and the big toe base and the small toe base, the heels. And then feel the sacrum, the pelvis in a neutral. There's some air, an air pocket underneath the lower back. And then you'll have the thoracic spine, the rib cage, and the shoulder blades touching down. The arms, the hands, fingers, and the back of the head. And reach it up along the mat, lengthen through your neck. And inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, bring the ribs towards your midline and pull your navel into your spine and engage your abs. And give each exhale a nice emphasis. So you can deepen the core connection, belly button into your spine, engaging the pelvic floor, pulling it in and up. And one of the next exhales, just hover one foot and try to keep the pelvis exactly in the same place. Inhale, put that foot down. And exhale, other foot, just hover it. Now, full awareness on the stability of the pelvis and thus the lumbar spine. You want to keep your pelvic crests on the same level. You want to keep that air pocket the same size, so your lower back has the same shape. Exhaling, just hovering one foot. And this is a wonderful prep for the stability in the core and the lower back. One of the most essential exercises in Pilates and physical therapy for the lower back. Deepen that awareness. And then one more time on the left side. By now you should be nicely firmed up in your transverse abdominis and feeling the obliques nicely active. So now hover and bring that leg all the way up into a tabletop. Inhale, exhale, bring the other leg up. Two slow transitions so you can feel what's happening. Inhale up here. Exhale, one foot is going down, tapping down, and bring it back up. And exhale. Inhale back. Now check in with your shoulder blades, with the chest and the shoulders, with the neck elongated. Find the length. Find the space at the base of the skull. And keep gathering the abs, keep gathering the ribs, pull them into your midline, pull your navel in. And then hold the legs up in the tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, take your chin in, look towards your navel, and then just reach the arms forward, crunch up, and inhale down. And exhale, chin chest. reaching the arms forward and coming back. Look towards your navel to engage the full interior chain, but also to see what's happening, to see how you're deepening the belly button into your spine. Excuse my raspy voice. And then the next one, hold it up. Stay up here. And now pull one side and go into a side bend to one side. And reach the other one. Feel free to hold on to the head now if it gets too much on the neck. And we'll have one each. Last one. And release your head down, release the knees into your chest, and just rock side to side. We'll go back to the tabletop. Inhale here. Exhale, reach one leg forward and bring it back and stay with that one leg. And take the opposite arm, reach it up, bring it back. And if you want to add on now, take the right hand to the left knee, to the left thigh, and press against it. And push against it. And deepen the ab work. Pull those abs in. Pull the abdominal wall into your back. Try to have a little bit of glute activity in the extending leg, especially if your hip tends to pop. You want to stabilize the hip joint nicely and create a co-contraction. And two more here. And one more. Pulling both knees in just for a moment. Tabletopping again. Inhale, left side. Adjusting your shoulders, the neck, feeling the lower ribs sinking into the mat. And join with the opposite arm. If you want to add on, left hand against the right thigh. Intensify the ab work. Two more. Still feeling the sacrum nicely grounded. And then release the knees. Have them a little wider now. And just pull one knee and the other knee and just play with the sacrum, just loosening up the lower back nicely. And then push both feet up to the ceiling. Flex your feet. Inhale here. And on your exhale, push one foot up and try to lift that side of the pelvis just a little bit. And then the other side. Just articulating from the lower back, from the pelvis, very specifically. Now you should feel the transverse intensely on one side. Just one foot pushing up. One foot pushing up into the sky. The other foot. And push. And push. Push. One more time on each side. And then release. Pull the knees in. Release the lower back. And then bring the feet down. Feel the feet grounded again in the mat. Neutral pelvis. Inhale here. Exhale, peeling off into a bridge. Slowly rolling up. Exhale at the top. Inhale at the top and exhale to come down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, slowly rolling through your flexion. You want to address each vertebra all the way up and stay between the shoulder blades. So you have one straight line between shoulders and knees. Feel the feet present, the toes wide, and then slowly down. One more time. And then stay up here. And bring the right leg up to the ceiling. Inhale here, and then just lower it down to knee level. Bring it back up. Lower it down. And bring it back up. Lower it down. Very classic Pilates exercise with a lot of mindfulness on the detail. Keeping the pelvis level, keeping the work in the abs on, feeling that left foot in the mat, shoulders relaxed in the mat. And then hold that leg up, flex it. Now you want to push and then lower that right side of the pelvis and push it up and lower it down. Push it up, lower it down. So you have that little twist around the spine. Four more. Lots of work in the left side glutes. Two more. We'll have one. Now bring that right leg into a figure four. Inhale, hips level. Exhale, slowly rolling down. Now stay here, hands go behind your head. And exhale, go into a twisted crunch towards that right knee. So now you're activating the front again, activating your abs. Connect the left side of the rib cage to the right side of the hip. If you're wearing the wrist weights, you'll feel that extra bit of weight to crunch. Feel free to toss them whenever you feel it gets too much. And here, especially for the neck, you'll get some more work on the neck flexors. Working through that exhale. And then hold it up here. Bring the left arm across and then just pulse and pulse and pulse and pulse. Try to keep the pelvis stable. So you can work from the top, work into that twist, into the connection diagonally. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release down. And this is the moment to stretch the figure 4, to stretch into the buttock. Release some extra tension. And then release that figure 4, bring both feet down on the mat, and we'll start over on the other side. So have the arms on either side, the feet are ready for a bridge. Inhale, feel the length through the whole back side of the body, and then exhale, slowly peeling off all the way up. We'll do some bridgings first as we started before. Inhale at the top, exhale, slowly rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Articulating the spine. Remember, we promised the focus on the core and the lower back. So this is very much where we are. And then one more to stay up. Lengthening through your neck. Now bring the left leg up. Slowly down and up. Down to knee level and up. Work on the stability of the pelvis, of the lower back. Make sure both waistlines are long and the same length. So try not to shorten that left side. Inhale up, exhale down. And then hold it up. Inhale, exhale, push up, and inhale, lower that left side of the pelvis. Now push it up, lower it, push. You have a twist here. The pelvis is twisting. And it is hard on the right side. The glutes are working like crazy. And it's difficult to articulate this way. And 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now bring that left leg into a figure 4. Inhale, sort out your shoulders and your neck. Optimize. And then go through each vertebra, gently rolling down. Articulating the lumbar spine, landing on the sacrum. And the hands are going to go behind the head, ready for a twisted crunch. Exhale, twisting against or towards the left knee. Right elbow to your left knee, keeping your pelvis stable. Using your exhale to gather your center. Refresh your pelvic floor. Feel the suction inwards. Feel the suction inwards from your belly button, abdominal wall, hugging in. Like you're sandwiching your spine between your abs and your back muscles. And 2 more. And then hold it up here. Reach your right arm next to the left knee and then pulse. Pulse, pulse. And 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release and pull into the figure 4 stretch. for your left buttock. And then bring both feet down and just find that imprint. Maybe bring your feet slightly further forward in anticipation for a roll up. Now bring the arms overhead and inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling up through your spine. Maybe this is hard for you. Maybe you need to hold on. Maybe the feet need to go further forward, or you just roll over your side to come up this way if you have to use too much momentum to come up. And inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly down. Rolling through your spine, articulating each segment, and inhale. And exhale. So if this is not your thing and your spine doesn't feel it to be mobilized all the way through, just go halfway or as far as it's available for you. Working your breath here. Belly button pulling in. Take your time. There's always moments where it's a little harder. There's segments which are a little stiffer and where it's harder to develop the strength. So bear with them. Don't rush them. We start to panic when we get stuck, and then we just want to get over it. So take your time and try to develop the strength right there. Exhale. So really take your time. Develop it, and come all the way up. One more time. Last one up. And then we're gonna go one more time all the way to then roll down halfway. Halfway roll down. And just stay here. Inhale. Exhale, one arm up. Inhale down. Now find the position where you're challenged, where your abs are working. And you're working asymmetrically, so the obliques are very active. Connect the ribs into the midline and into the pelvis. Feel the feet heavy. That ankle weights actually help with the roll downs and the halfway roll downs. Just pin your feet down a little more. However, you want to think about the hip flexors and you want to try and release them as much as you can and just bring the work into the abs. The shoulders need reminders to stay down, far away from your ears. And we'll have one more each side. And then bring the hands together here, elbows out, and we'll have a twist. And we'll stay with the same side to work this side a little more intensely. So whenever we stay on one side for reps instead of alternating, we have a little more intensity on that side. It's technically more effective, but we do alternate for other reasons too. So work into that left side. And you're working the right side obliques too here, so all the fibers really are active. Deepening, keeping the pelvis in place, keeping it centered. And we'll have 4, 3, 2, and 1, and switch to the other side. Twisting. Drawing your navel in. Number 1 priority, pulling the abdominal wall in. No pressure outwards. If you feel your belly is starting to pop out, you need to just tone it down. You need to come up higher, have less pressure on the abs, or else you're going to really have a bad effect on your abs and your lower back, your stability. And we'll have 4 more. Pull the elbows apart. Keep breathing through. And last one. And then come up, bring the soles of the feet together and go into a nice butterfly stretch. Just releasing down here. And we'll have one more in this ab series. Excuse me. Inhale. Exhale, halfway down. And we'll have one arm just opening to the side. And bring it back. And again, we'll stay on just that side, left arm. And then we're going to follow along a little bit into a rotation. And this is very small. Feel the very specific ab work. You need to stabilize your pelvis. But in that small rotation, and with the arm, and if you're using the wrist weight, that little bit of wrist weight, which mine really is only 1 pound, and you'll feel how the obliques have to stabilize and work this small rotation. And we'll have 2 more here. Last one. Just a little breather here. And back down and rotate. First, just the arm. Feeling the obliques already now. Another message to the hip flexors to not grip. Let go a little bit. Feel the feet heavy. And then go with this arm, emphasizing that rotation a little more. And we'll have 4 more. And 2. And 1. And release. One more butterfly. Rounding your back. Breathing into the width of the back, the lower back, the upper back, the rib cage. Just releasing the hip joints and feeling the adductors too. And then come back up. And we're going to switch into an all fours onto hands and knees. And this is the moment for a cat and cow mobilization. And one more. Pulling the abs in, rounding through your whole back. One more extension. And then hold it in the neutral. Now tuck your toes under. And inhale, On your exhale, lift your knees and hover them. Pull your whole abdominal wall in and then come back. Exhale. And then hold the knees up, hovering. You want to keep a micro bend in the elbows. Now step the right foot to the left and squeeze the knees together. Now we're pulsing down here. Pulse, pulse. Abs are pulling in. You're pulling in, 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 in. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Step it back. This might be a moment for a break, or you step the left foot over to the right now, squeezing the knees and pulse. Refreshing the arms, the shoulders, the neck, lengthening through the back of the neck, the base of the skull, and pull your abs in, pull them in and in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the left foot back. Now push up into a triangle, reaching the sit bones up. Now turn the elbows back towards your feet so you have an external rotation in the shoulders. And take a stretch here. And then we'll go a little bigger, tapping down and reaching up, and tapping down, reaching up. Keep the abs in, work them, and get your breath going. And then hover again. Hold it right here. Now one leg is pushing up all the way in the right angle in the knee, pulling it back, setting the foot down, other foot. Elbows micro bent, shoulder blades apart, and keep those abs working. Keep the pelvis centered. Strong in the arms. Breathing through. Feel free to drop the knees on the mat and just work from there if it gets too much. And we'll have one more each side. Now maybe the knees need to drop, or you can still add some pumps here to work the arms, the pecs, some more core, breathing through, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down and child pose. Reaching the arms forward. Now roll back up onto your sit bones and just slide the hands along the mat. So they get all tingly, the fingers, and then lift up tall. And we're going to go into a back extension on the knees. If this doesn't feel comfortable on your knees, feel free to stand up onto your feet and just do it right there in a squat. Different arm positions are possible. You can have your hands on your chest or in front of the forehead, and then forward into a diagonal. So you're hovering or sitting on the heels to begin with, and then roll in, inhale, exhale, extending out into a flat back, expanding through your arms, through your elbows, and through your back. Inhale, nose between your knees, articulating the back. So dynamic work of the back extensors. And really finish it. The end of the exhale is the magical moment where the abs are all the way pulled in and you go for maximum length and width. Now we're starting to feel the work in the lower back, especially in the glutes too. And the lower back has the biggest lever to deal with, which is a very functional situation. Exhaling, working through your back, expanding, especially now that it gets harder. Big emphasis on the detail, on the optimizing at the end of the movement. Try 3 more. Ribs in, elbows wide, and 2. And 1. And then come up, take the arms down, just lift up tall. Take a breath, and then take one arm up. Inhale. The other hand is down on the floor, but make sure this shoulder isn't creeping up to the ear and then go into a side bend. Relax your head down as well. So full side bend in the neck too. And then bring just the arm back and let the head stay. The head and the rest of the body. And just feel the stretch through your neck. And then bring it all the way back. So left arm up, side bend, including the head, releasing the right shoulder down. And then just bring the arm back. And the head stays. And you're feeling the stretch. And then come back. And we'll lie down onto our stomachs. Have the hands underneath your shoulders. Make sure you're not back there so the elbows aren't sticking out like a grasshopper. And then go into a cobra stretch. Just as far as it feels good to you. And then stay down here. Extend the arms alongside your body. Palms down, thumbs out. Inhale, and on your exhale, lift the upper body, the arms, the legs. And then inhale, back down. Exhale, lifting. Feel the pubic bone in the mat. Again, a very simple exercise with a lot of emphasis on detail and clarity, core stability. Go for length. Pull the shoulder blades back. Open the chest. Go for that external rotation in the shoulder so the thumbs really are out and almost turning up. Just going to help that. Work the glutes. Work the back of the thighs. Extend through your knees. Send the feet away. And then just stay up next time. And now expand the arms as if you were wearing a wingsuit, and then bring them back in. Maybe even a little further in, crossing and out. And go behind your body. And then push and stretch the wingsuit. Bring them in. Inhale. And then one more here. And release, hands underneath your forehead, release down and give your pelvis a little wiggle. And then push onto your knees into a child pose. And push onto your feet. Time to get up on the feet. Place them, prep them, hip width apart, toes wide, ready to bear weight. Inhale, and on your exhale, slowly roll up. Lifting up tall. And we're going to go into a squat, moving through the arms. And thumbs up, palms back. Thumbs up, palms back. And enjoy to move a little bigger through the body, breathing through. And then go through a bend, straight up and through a bend, articulating the tricep. Breathing, feeling the feet grounded, kneecaps forward. Make sure the abs are working. Sit bones, head it out, head it down, head it out, head it down. One more. And then bring the arms up and together, palms together. And now just send them up, 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 up. And hold your squat. The shoulders back still and down away from your ears. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the arms back and we'll just have tricep, 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 tricep. And we're going to deepen the squat at the same time and push and push and push. With a nicely extended back. Remember your back extensions you had on your knees. This is where you're using them. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Inhale, exhale, arms down over your sides. Inhale here. Exhale, rolling down your spine. And then walk out into a high plank. Hands and feet. Feel free to lower down onto the knees if the full plank is too much. And then lift your left leg up and down. Shoulders over hands, elbows micro bent. Lengthen through your neck. Keep your pelvis even. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now cross it over your right leg. And bring that left hip up towards the ceiling. And push, and push, and push, and push. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring the feet back, knees down. Just a quickie here. A breath. Back into your full plank. Right leg up. Touching down. Shoulders over hands. Making sure the stabilizing hip is happy and long and you're not pinching there. Breathing, pulling the abs in. And 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Now crossing over. Right hip up, and lift, and lift, and lift. Lift. Work your obliques, work your sides, pelvic floor, shoulders happy, neck happy, and 2, and 1. Uncross, and this time we're just gonna walk the hands back to the feet. And just hang here for a moment. And then just take one arm and bring it into a big circle. Reach in. And the other arm. Big rotation. And last time on the left, big circle, enjoy it. Let the body move with it. Inhale and exhale, rolling through your spine, pulling the abs in. And lift up tall here. Now we're going to go into a lunge with the left foot forward, right foot back. Just take a moment to adjust here. And then the arms up. And we're going to go into a lunge here, pulling into a lat pull, and go back up, and pull, coming back up. Distribute the weight evenly between the feet. Work both butt cheeks and keep the hips level. Navel is pulled in. Rib cage aligned with your pelvis. One more, and then stay up. Now bend your front leg And just bring the arms back all the way and all the way forward. Now lift the heel and bring it back on the back foot. So you go almost into like a stretch of the calf and then work it up through the foot and down a little lower. Work it through your foot in the calf, and the front leg obviously is working a lot too. Just lowering a little deeper and then coming up a little higher. The arms are working and the back extensors are working too. Shoulders and shoulder blades. Careful with the ribs. Pull them in. Last one. And this one's going to just take you back. Inhale, exhale, rolling down. We're just going to go onto all fours. Inhale here. Exhale, remember the pushing up that we had before. I'm just going to go through this one to bring in some more flow. And 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Staying up. Reach into the stretch. Knees don't have to be straight. You can have an emphasis on a flat back, reaching the sit bones all the way. And then walk your hands to your feet, getting ready for a roll up, and then slowly go all the way up. And lifting up tall, bringing the right foot forward here. Getting ready in the lunge. And we'll have the arms up. And we'll go into the lat pull. Pulling it down, reaching up. Closing the rib cage. Working into the upper back. Working into the legs. Breathing through, re-engaging your pelvic floor. And then stay up on this one. Bend your front leg. And then bring the arms down and reach the heel down to the mat. Bring it up and down. Up and lower down into an even deeper lunge here. Working the arms. Working the front leg, front right side glutes. And we'll have 4 more. Deepening the work, deepening the stretch in the left side. And 1 more. And then step it back. Take the arms up and behind you. And take them up and behind you. And we're going to pick them up and stretch all the way and pick them up. And breathing through, working through the shoulders, working through the back. You are allowed to go a little round here and then extend and go a little round and extend. And yes, articulate the flexion. Extend. Strong back, strong core. Three, two, and one. And we're just going to land down on the mat. And we'll go onto the right elbow. Arm up, and we're going to lift here and really reach over and down and reach over and elbow in. Now, if you want to add the top leg, feel free to do that. Or you just keep the knees together and keep it simple. Keep breathing, making sure your right shoulder is nicely placed on top of that elbow. Prevent that shoulder from pushing forward. Work your bottom side of the waist. Work your abs in. And the glutes. The right side, the lower side is really pushing hard. And two, and we'll have one more. And then come up. Just spread out your legs a little bit. And go into the side bend here. It's like a complementary little stretch. And we'll just swing the legs over to the other side. Nice and simple. And getting ready here. And arm up. And we'll lift the hips. Elbow in. Reaching over. And extend. And extend. Working through, breathing through. We're almost done also. Check on the position of the shoulder. Now, left side glutes are working. And by now, hopefully, you'll feel them. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Well done. Taking that nice side bend. And then release it. And take a cross-legged and just get comfortable. Just take a moment to find the length in your spine. Take the hands in front of the chest and then exhale and just take a twist. Inhale back. Exhale, twisting to the other side. And back. And we'll have one more each. Back to the center. And then just bring the arms forward and lean over your legs, just releasing the hips. And then bring one leg back to release the back hip. Give it a little twist. And then also lean forward. Nice glute stretch. Modified pigeon. And other side. Just releasing the hip and give it a little twist. And lean over. And come back up. And we're just gonna stretch and finish off. This was a long one. Inhale, bringing in all the good things. Palms together. Find your midline, find your center, and feel good about your center, about your body. Grateful and happy. Thank you.